other territories in Africa. Our independence is meaningless unless it is linked up with the total liberation of the African continent. And here, I will ask the band to play the Ghana national anthem.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are listening from. How are you doing? The month of May has just ended and today marks the beginning of the month of June. I hope you've been enjoying the amazing episodes we've been serving you on NUGS-CHINA and You program here. This is the only platform where we keep you informed and updated on all the latest events related to NUGS-CHINA. So you can tune in via nugschina.org/radio or visit our website at www.nugschina.org. As I always remind you, don't forget to follow NUGS-CHINA on all social media platforms. On Facebook, follow NUGS-CHINA at NUGS-CHINA, on YouTube at NUGS-CHINA, on Twitter at NUGS-CHINA, and on IG at NUGS_China_official_1. This week, as we always do, we have an important topic to discuss, and we are privileged to be joined by esteemed guests from the NUGS-CHINA Shipping Committee who will provide us insights in this year's NUGS-CHINA shipping. We will explore details of this year's shipping, which will include benefits a member gets from shipping with NUGS-CHINA who qualifies to ship with NUGS-CHINA. The details, the dates, and everything regarding shipping will be discussed on this platform today. And to help us embark on this journey, we are excited to have three distinguished honorables from the shipping committee. So whether you are a long-time member of NUGS-CHINA or you just joined NUGS-CHINA, this episode is sure to provide you valuable insights into the NUGS-CHINA shipping and how you stand to benefit from shipping with NUGS-CHINA. You can join the conversation at 8 o'clock p.m. by joining the WeChat conference call, or you can send your questions to any of the NEC members on the various hall pages, or you can also send your questions to the NUGS-CHINA and You WeChat platform. To continue our conversation, let me first introduce our guest for today. And today, as I said, we have three distinguished members from the shipping committee. Our first guest, in no order of priority, our first guest is Mr. Terence Thomas Tete, who is the current National Vice President of NUGS-CHINA. Good evening, Mr. Tete, and welcome to NUGS-CHINA and You program.
Good evening, Madam Francisca, and thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure having you here. I hope you are doing well, and the members of Jinhua, they are all doing well.
Yeah, you are very good. Myself, I'm very strong at
All right. Thank you very much for joining us today. Our second guest for today's show is Mr. Osei Seth, who is also from Chengdu chapter. He happens to be the chair for the 2022-2023 Shipping Committee. Good evening, Mr. Osei, and welcome to NUGS-CHINA NU program.
Good evening, Honorable Francisca. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure having you here. I hope members in NUGS Chengdu, they are all doing well.
Sure, we are doing well.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us. Our third guest for today is Dr. Charles Asakia. He's the only doctor among us today. He's the National Financial Controller who is mandated by Constitution to see the financial aspect of the Shipping Committee. Good evening, Dr. Asakia, and welcome to NUGS-CHINA NU program.
Good evening, Madam Francisca.
I hope you are doing well, and members in Beijing, they are all doing well.
Yes, we are all doing good. They are also doing well.
All right. It's a pleasure having you all on the show today. You are warmly welcome once again to NUGS-CHINA NU program. Before we begin our conversation, let's go for a quick break. But let me remind you all that AFBA 2023 International Conference will come live on 23rd of June 2023, and the theme for this year's conference is Africa's Future Beyond Aid in the context of looking beyond self-esteem and an independent Africa. So the conference will include a paper presentation and panel discussion. So you can submit your paper in the area of environment and energy, communication and technology, health, medicine and safety, and transportation and logistics. Contact the conference secretary via 1-836-793-865 or 158-5896-3069, or contact any of the NEC members for further details regarding AFBA 2023. Let's go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll begin the show on NUGS-CHINA Shipping. Stay tuned.
We believe you've been enjoying our series of programs on NUGS-CHINA Radio. Another riveting program is here, and it's called NUGS-CHINA and You. Get ready with your questions, all you need to know about NUGS-CHINA. So let's meet this on every Thursday from 7 o'clock p.m. to 8:30 p.m. and let's get chatty with our fabulous host, Francisca Abo. Don't miss this program.
Welcome back. If you just joined, this is NUGS-CHINA NU program live on NUGS-CHINA Radio. So as I said earlier, today we are having time with NUGS-CHINA Shipping Committee. We want to know the details regarding the 2023 NUGS-CHINA shipment, and we are privileged to have the Shipping Committee Chair, the National Vice President, and the National Financial Controller on the show tonight. So let's begin our conversation, and let me begin with our Shipping Committee Chair. Hello, Mr. Osei. Hello. Hello, Mr. Osei. I can hardly hear you, so kindly adjust yourself. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. So let me begin with you, since you are the Shipping Committee Chair. But before then, let me ask you, how long have you been a Shipping Committee member or a Shipping Committee Chair?
Okay, I would say officially, I started working officially with the Shipping Committee in 2018.
Hello, Mr. Osei. We can hardly hear you, so maybe you can adjust yourself and come later.
Duration of time of working with the committee 2018. I would say since 2018. Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Osei. Okay. Let me begin with our Vice President whilst we wait for Shipping Committee Chair. Mr. Vice President.
Yes, madam.
Please, can you let us know, as the overseer of the Shipping Committee, I know you are mandated by the Constitution to oversee all NUGS-CHINA committees, and Shipping Committee is one of them. So can you tell us how the initiative of shipping, NUGS-CHINA shipping, came about?
Okay, it came about. Thank you very much. It came about as of the needs of students, and from what information gathered is, when students graduate and all that, there were a lot of difficulties in sending their goods back, especially due to high prices and trusted agents situation. So NUGS-CHINA came up with this shipping so that it can be able to aid students to send their goods. Like when they graduate, they can send their goods back home at a cheaper price and also a safer way.
Okay.
So that was how.
Okay. So does it mean NUGS-CHINA shipping, you only ship goods of graduates and not any other member?
As of this year, things are a bit different.
Okay.
This year, because of the COVID situations, so things are a bit different. We are sending goods for. It's like now we have the dynamics is we have students who are home and are not coming back yet and all that. So you do send things. They are goods also for.
Okay. Yes, all right. Thank you very much. Let me go to our shipping committee chair if his network is okay now. Hello, Mr. Osei, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. I don't know if you could hear me.
Yes, I can also hear you. So can you provide us an overview of the shipping services provided by NUGS-CHINA?
Okay. Just as our honorable vice chair just said, the need for us to put our things together as a union and send our things back home, mostly targeting NUGS-CHINA members. So the general overview of it all is not entirely different from I would say, the general shipping process. However, our process has some kind of unique features. One, with respect to cost and with respect to how we gather our things. So the uniqueness that comes in is the one together, the togetherness. That's the union that comes together. And two, the cost, and three, the clearing process. So it's not entirely different. Yeah, it goes through the normal shipping process that we all do know, but we have some unique or some kind of benefits in this process as NUGS-CHINA members to enjoy from, I would say, the GOG, that's government of Ghana. So that's the unique feature or the benefit that we enjoy through our processes, in as much as it goes through the general process. Yeah.
Okay. So how long has the union embarked on shipping for its members?
Okay. I would say it's actively it's been about 5 years. Actively it's been almost 5 years. Yeah.
Okay. So how do you handle clearance and associated fees regarding the shipping?
Okay, so as you all know, we are a union, a non-profit organization. So we are not satisfied. I would say we are not satisfied company or should I say agency to do clearing process, because at Temaport the only people qualified to be handling clearing process are certified clearing agents. Even we have some agents, shipping agents here who are not satisfied, so they work hand in hand with certified clearing agent. So for that part, for the clearing process, that's why we work with agents, to handling various processes,
Okay.
Yeah.
So when Vice President was speaking, he mentioned that this year's shipping is kind of different from what the union has been embarking on. So can you tell us what this year's NUGS-CHINA shipping is all about?
Okay. Chairman made mention of some dynamics, and we all know the dynamics that COVID brought. We have members who were here with us, but due to COVID reasons, they went back home and they couldn't join. They still have their items here. Previously, if you were part of the union and you vacate the country or you leave China, it was very difficult for you. But because of the dynamics that we've had, this year has considered those people part of those who will be enjoying the benefits of this year's shipment. And when you go through the records of shipments, the least cost that we have been enjoying as NUGS-CHINA members from shipment, the least cost per CBM was 180. That's from the time it actively started or when it was even actively in progress. So you could see that this year we went below 180. And here's the case, COVID has brought a lot of things, including rises in cost, especially we all know almost every month or almost every 3 months we just record new taxes in Ghana, and it brings in dynamics in shipping costs, those in this shipping business or processes. And we trying to able to cut down costs, even beating the previous cost is something that is very unique this year, that we have been able to cut down costs that has never been achieved before. So this gives us much advantage for us to take this opportunity as NUGS-CHINA members to enjoy these benefits by enjoying this low cost here. So, and this year, we all know that we learn through processes. So things that do happen in the past, we have really updated ourselves with regards to item handling, item packaging, how to care everything with regards to warehousing services and stuff. So everything is in place to make sure that our items through the process are safe, even from the point of from the receiver point, that's from the receiver point at the warehouse, so the time we'll be taking our items. So we have really upgraded the quality of the service whilst we cut down the cost. So that's the uniqueness. And also we are able to also capture those outside Ghana who are part of the union or who were part, but because of COVID they couldn't ship the items, but they have graduated and perhaps they have some items here. So we've captured all those people or considered all those people to be part of this year or to benefit this year's benefits in this year's shipment. So these are some of the unique features in this year's shipments. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me go to Vice President. Mr. Tete, so who is eligible for NUGS-CHINA shipping services?
Okay, thank you very much. So the eligibility to qualify for NUGS-CHINA shipping, you need to be a member, and not just a member, but a member in good standing.
Okay.
So with this, we would like to encourage NUGS-CHINA members to register in the portals and then also pay their dues so that they can be able to enjoy this NUGS-CHINA services.
Okay, so does it mean people who are not part or who are not members of NUGS-CHINA, one, cannot ship with NUGS-CHINA, and two, somebody who is a member but is not in good standing cannot ship with NUGS-CHINA, right?
Yes, please, exactly, because this is very beneficial and it's being it's limited to NUGS-CHINA members. Yeah.
Okay. That's clear enough. Let me go back to shipping committee chair. So can you let us know the shipping process, the duration, and how timely delivery of student belongings are ensured? Hello, Mr. Osei, can you hear me?
Hello, I'm here.
Yes. Can you explain the shipping duration for us?
Okay, the shipping duration. In fact, I would like to take this opportunity to also notify members that coming Sunday we'll be having orientation for our members regarding this year's shipment. So everyone is invited. So the duration for this year's shipment, in fact, we will give the exact date on Sunday. However, the time span is from June. Yeah, this new month, June to next month, July. That's when we'll be loading our items. Yeah, so we have some specific dates that we will be updating our members during the orientation. So everything will be given during the orientation. Yeah.
Okay. So please, somebody just sent a message. They want to know, does the shipment cover from China to Ghana only or vice versa?
Okay, yeah, the shipment covers from China to Ghana.
Okay.
Yes.
No, China to Ghana and Ghana to China.
No, please. We don't
only
do
China to Ghana.
Yes, please.
Okay.
But hopefully we can start Ghana to China if our members are more involved.
Okay. So what are some of the items that can be shipped through your services?
Hello?
Yeah, Mr.
Okay.
Osei, this question is for you, sorry.
Okay. Actually, just as I made mention of the orientation, or the orientation that we'll be having for our members. In fact, most of the items will be specified during that time. But I would say, since we are a student-based union, because we are not just working alone, we are also collaborating with the embassy, right? So, and they also consider us as students. So most of our items are student-based. One, they are student-based, and two, they should also comply with the standard that the government of Ghana has set for some goods, especially electrical goods or electronics. So we will specify them, we give them specific, there's a plan for on that on Sunday. So we are going to dwell more on that. But in general, they are student-based goods. That is students who have graduated, or the items that we normally use as students. And assuming we graduated, returning back home, so those are the items that we are expected to ship, not, should I say, industrial goods or equipment. Yeah.
Okay, so someone is asking, can I ship my business goods? Hello?
Okay. Hello? I'm
Yeah.
here.
I said someone is asking if he can ship his business goods.
Okay, when you say business, just as I said, it's not business based. But if the item, if the item qualifies to be student based items, then maybe we can consider. But for now, business items are not part of this whole process. We are students and we are expecting student used items or our personal items. Those are the things that are permitted, or those are the goods that are permitted to be sent. That's what the embassy also expects from us. That we wouldn't be using this as quote unquote business thing, but we'll be using this as a benefit for personal items. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. So just be specific on this, then I will go to financial controller. Why should I ship with NUGS-CHINA shipment and not any other shipping company? A quick one, Chair.
Okay. The reason I've really mentioned about the cost. One, low cost. And the thing is, if you join this shipment, if you plan shipping next month, one, the cost, those into this shipping business, the cost is fluctuating, especially at Thermaports. A lot of taxes being added day in and day out. But here's the case, our cost is fixed. Even if it will be 1 month, the cost is fixed, so you have no problem of rise in freight cost, rise in clearing cost. You have no worries. And just as I said, the quality has been upgraded from previous experience. We have put much things into consideration to upgrade this service, and we can rest assure you that your items will be safe in our hands throughout the process. At the end of the day, everything will be a success. That will be all happy about. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. You said the quality has been upgraded. There are some people who are new to NUGS-CHINA and they don't have any previous experience. So I'll be glad if you can go ahead and mention some of the qualities that you have upgraded so that we will all be aware, because some people don't know what happened previously, so they can do comparison. Okay, thank you very much. Let me go to our financial controller. Dr. Sakia, please, can you tell us the pricing structure for this year's shipping? Because our chair mentioned that one benefit a member stand for shipping with NUGS-CHINA is the pricing. So can you tell us the pricing structure for this year's shipping? Hello, Mr. Saki, Dr. Sakia, can you hear me? Hello. Okay, I think he has a technical challenge. Let me go to Vice President. I don't know if VIP, you can answer this question. Hello, Mr. Vice President, can you hear me? Hello? Okay.
Hello, can you please repeat your question?
Okay. Let me reserve this question for the FC. So, VIP, can you tell us how NUGS-CHINA you've planned to handle any potential delays or unforeseen circumstances that may occur during the shipping process? Because something like this has happened before and a whole lot of things happened. So can you let us know the plans this year you have for potential delays?
Okay, thank you very much. I think this question is what most people will be waiting for. So what we've done is the committee has done a lot of, projection into the future. And then we've come to notice one thing, that if we all do what we have to do, the members give information on time and then they do everything, NUGS-CHINA will be able to fast track the processes on time. And there's also a shipping policy and then a shipping contract on both ends with the agent and also between the agents and ourselves. So through the policy, we have the various items outlined, and I think I can't state all of them here because of time. So on Sunday, I think there will be an in-depth education on the policy and all that, and through that we know the arrangements being made for these unforeseen things.
Mr. Vice President, not to cut you. Yes, we know Sunday you have orientation, but we are also having orientation here. So, if you have answers, you can provide it.
Okay, no problem. So, first thing is, there has been a proper outline on how things should go, and maybe can I be heard?
Yes, Dr. Sakia, we can hear you, but let's finish his submission.
So, like I was saying, we've made projections into the future to see some of these unforeseen events, like the delays in clearing of goods, demurrage and stuff. So the outline has been made in a way that if members are able to follow what is being laid out, some of these challenges will not happen. Unless maybe, God forbid, the ship capsizes.
Okay.
Those ones, can't do anything about. But for the ones we could handle, arrangements have been made, outline has been made so that we can be able to deal with that. One thing we've come to realize is what causes a delay mostly is payments of the container. So we've made a flexible payment plan and all that for members so as not to delay and cause demurrage and all that at the port. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, let me go back to Dr. Sakia, FC. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, please, I can hear you.
Okay, so can you let us know the pricing structure for this year's shipping?
Yes, I think the first time that shipping was effective, I think the payment structure was that you first make payment, then before your goods arrive, you complete your payment. So this year also we have structured it into two. So when your goods arrive at the warehouse, we will weigh them, check the CBM, then we will let you pay, and then you have to pay, you finish your payments before the goods arrive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have a question for you. Somebody said, does the price include clearance in Ghana?
Yes.
Okay.
The amount that we will give you to pay, that is the amount that you need to pay and then receive your goods. So everything has been factored in.
Okay.
But if you delay in receiving your goods, that is where you incur other charges or payments.
Okay. So how do you plan, or has the union planned to handle damages or lost items during the shipping process?
Yes, for damaging or lost items, the members and then the shipping committee have a role, the shipping agent has the role to play. And as it has been stated in the shipping committee, the shipping policy of NUGS-CHINA, how your items should be packaged. So if you abide by the packaging strategy that the committee will spell out, and you abide by all that and your items get damaged, then it is the fault of the agent. However, if you don't pay critical attention to the packaging and it gets damaged, that is where the union or maybe the agent wouldn't take that cost. So with that regard, for members to prevent themselves paying additional prices or maybe having their goods damaged, they have to abide by all the rules in shipment.
Okay.
And then packaging their goods there.
Okay. Since Chair said our cost is very affordable, does it mean there's some source of funding available for the shipping committee?
Unlike the welfare, other things whereby the constitution stipulates a particular quota of our dues to support that, the shipping has no such funding. The funding comes from members paying their shipment fee. But what he meant is they have been able to negotiate for a better price.
Okay.
And, so that is it.
All right, thank you very much. This is NUGS-CHINA and you live on NUGS-CHINA radio. We are still talking with the shipping committee, NUGS-CHINA shipping committee. Let's go for a quick break, but before we do that, let me remind you that NEC has opened nomination for the audit committee, judicial committee, electoral committee, and the vetting committee for the next administrative year. And if you're interested in serving in any of the committees mentioned, kindly visit the portal and fill in the form. Just visit www.nugschina.org, select member log in from the left side menu, then click on service application. After that, you select new service application, choose National Committee 2023 and fill in the required information. Then you confirm and submit your application. But note that you are required to have 3 members in good standing to endorse your application. Deadline for the application is 2nd of June. Wow, that's tomorrow. So please, let's all be encouraged and serve in any capacity we can in any of the aforementioned committees during the 2023-2024 academic year. Let's go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue our conversation with the shipping committee. Stay tuned.
Ago Granafo, we believe you've been enjoying our series of programs on NUGS-CHINA Radio. Another riveting program is here and it's called NUGS-CHINA and You. Get ready with your questions, all you need to know about NUGS-CHINA. So let's meet this on every Thursday from 7 o'clock p.m. to 8:30 p.m. and let's get chatty with our fabulous host, Francisca Abel. Don't miss this program.
Welcome back. This is NUGS-CHINA and You program live on NUGS-CHINA radio. Today we are having time with the NUGS-CHINA shipping committee to know more about what they have for us this year. You can join the conversation by joining the WeChat call on the NUGS-CHINA and You platform, or you can send your questions to any of the hall pages or the NUGS-CHINA and You platform, and your questions will be answered for you. So let me go back to our shipping committee chair. Hello, Mr. Osei. Hello?
Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
so
I can hear you.
So what measures are in place to ensure proper handling and delivery of valuable items during the shipping process?
For item handling, there are 2 challenges that comes into play. That is, if the items are fragile, handlings are kind of difficult. And also, because those into this business know how items are being, different items are being kept at the warehouse. So we also have some special tags for members to handling a lot of items. So we have designed a specific NUGS-CHINA tag for members. So members, when you buy item or if you package your item, you just paste the tag on your item, so that when you get to the warehouse, it will be very easy to be identified that these goods are from NUGS-CHINA members. And also, when it comes to packaging, just as I said, the packaging orientation will be done, how items should be packaged, especially fragile items like televisions and other screened items. So the packaging process or presentations will be done on Sunday, but what I would like to say is the tag. We use the tagging system and also packaging system to handle items at the warehouse, so that our items will be in a safer hands. Yeah.
Okay. So what documentation are required for members or students to utilize the shipping services? And how do you assist in filling those requirements? Fulfilling, sorry.
Okay. So the documentation, we will need your name. We will need your chapter name. Since we are students, so we would like to know the school that you are affiliated to. Yeah, these are some of the basic things that we need from you, and we also have to also confirm or know from your chapter that you are really in that chapter, or you are not from somewhere, or you are not even part of us, and you are just using, since you are in that city. So we also communicate with your chapter. Yeah, so these are the basics, and also your passport number. So these are the basic documents. I think these are very normal documents that you need. Yeah.
Okay, so are there any specific packaging requirements that members need to follow when they are preparing their items?
Yes, just as I said, for screen items. For screen items, mostly the best packaging style is by using the wooden structure. It's by using the wooden structure, and also when it comes to used or slightly used electronic stuff, you need some specific packaging, because I remember 2019, I think 1819 or 1920, a whole container was brought down at Temaport just because of one fridge. Yeah, so the packaging style is really, really important. One item can cost the whole container. Yeah, so we need some specific packaging that we, just as I said, we would present in a form of presentation on Sunday for them to know how we can package them well. Yeah. Okay.
So, Mr. Osei, in 1 minute, can you tell me? Okay, I want to ship my goods with NUGS-CHINA. What is the process? What should I do?
Okay, so you like to ship your goods to NUGS-CHINA. The first step is to join the page.
Okay.
Yeah, you join the page, because mostly after the orientation, after everything, most of the communication would be going on the page. So we need to keep in touch with the page. And two, you also have to, just as Honorable Terry said, there will be registration. So when it is time for the registration, you register your details, including your name, chapter, and stuff. So when you register for your details, we will give you the time for you to prepare the items that you like to ship. Then we will give you the warehouse details, including the address. Then you send your items. But before that, you have to also update us with the items that you sent. Or if you are sending an item, you'll be updating us. Okay, today I've sent an item or some items to the warehouse, expecting it to be arriving maybe on Monday or maybe in the next 3 days, so that we will be keeping, we'll be tracking it with the agents at the warehouse. Yeah, so these are the basic processes that one will need to go through. I think it's quite simple.
Okay, so does the registration happens on the NUGS-CHINA portal, or is just a paper registration?
Okay. Previously we used the portal, but the previous one that we had, there were some challenges. There are some challenges of which, especially this year, those challenges might be coming again. So we will use online and manual. We will combine the two so that we can capture almost everyone be interested in this. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, for that. Let me go to our National Vice President. VIP, how does NUGS-CHINA address any issues raised by students regarding the shipping services?
Okay, so this year what we've done is the committee has put people in charge of personal concerns and all that. So there are people who are ready to answer questions. So anytime you have a question, then there are specific people from the committee that will help you answer them. So any concerns or whatever, you just put a person on a page or send them DMs and then they will help you with it.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Let me go to our FC. Hello, Doc. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Doc, can you let us know the cost-saving measures implemented by NUGS-CHINA to ensure affordable shipping rates for students? Hello, Doc. Okay, I think Doc has issues with his internet. So let me go back to Mr. Osei. Hello, Chair, can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay, so is there any...
Hello.
Hello, Doc, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, okay, I can hear you now.
Yes, I can hear you.
Please, did you hear the question?
No, please.
Okay, can you let us know the cost-saving measures implemented by NUGS to ensure affordable shipping rates for students?
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much for your question. Yes, as I earlier on mentioned, the committee has been able to negotiate a very good price for the union. And to make sure everything goes on smoothly, yeah, I think after the members have registered, we will have a meeting with them, and then we outline the measures in which we'll be able to take the monies to prevent delay of clearance and them receiving their goods. So before the items are being shipped, I think we will make a commitment. Those that are shipping their items, there is this commitment that they have to make. Like the previous years that shipping were effective, a particular amount was set so that members will have to pay. And this is because the union has no money to pre-finance the shipping.
Okay.
So, for example, if we allocate 500 R&D that everybody should pay with the members' consent, the other time that there was shipping, it is the members themselves that came out with it to help the process, because we are all in this process. So if, for instance, members are paying 500 RMB as commitment, then you take your item to the warehouse. Then after weighing, if your item is 0.5, 1 CBM or 2 CBM, then if there is the need for you to top up to the 500 RMB that you have paid, then you top up. If the amount that you have paid is more than the CBM you are taking to Ghana or you are shipping to Ghana, then it will be refunded to you. So this was implemented the other time that there was shipping and everything was moved on smoothly. I think it's even the members that came out with this strategy so that to be able to help each and everyone.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Let me go to Mr. Osei. You have been with NUGS-CHINA shipping for quite a long time. Can you share any success story from students who have utilized the shipping services in the past?
Okay. NUGS-CHINA, this shipping policy or process have two main advantages. One is low cost, and two is quality. Yeah. So I remember in the previous years, a lot of students have really benefited at a point whereby the average shipping cost, like let's say $250 per CDM. Some agents were even charging 300 dollars per CDM, 240. We were below even 200. That's around one. I think the last one was around 181 or 182. Yeah. So we have been always within the range of 180 to 190, within that range. Yeah, so the benefits that members have enjoyed is the low cost. And two, the success story, a lot of members have really benefited. I remember 2018, over 100 students successfully shipped the items.
Okay.
And that year, over 500 items were being shipped. The following year, over 80 students shipped the items, and it was around 350 items. So members have really enjoyed this shipment. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let me go to our Vice President. Please, what plans does the union have in mind to enhance the shipping service for NUGS-CHINA?
Okay, so the plans we have in mind to enhance is, like I said earlier, we've done proper policy, and also the committee is now really ready to help out both with the logistics inside and out. And also, we'd like to just not only deal with our side also, but also try and have a proper contract with the agents, so that nothing will go wrong. Yeah. And then through our orientations, we would like to properly sensitize our members about shipping, so that we all play our part in everything we do.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Dr. Sakia, can you also share any future financial goals or objectives that the shipping committee has to enhance the affordability of the shipping services of NUGS-CHINA? Hello, Dr. Sakia, can you hear me? Okay, I think he has technical challenge. Let me go back to our chair. Mr. Ose, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so do you have any advice for NUGS-CHINA members or those members who have registered to do shipping with you this year? Any advice for them?
Yeah, one advice that I would like to give is, the union is for us. The union is made by us, and it's for us. And for the union to run well, we have to be one. So if the union is coming up with this policy or this system which will benefit all of us, I think it will be better for us to support, because in general it also has a lower cost and also have committed members who have deep knowledge. It's not that we are handling this. None of the members or the committee members are in with zero knowledge. So we all have knowledge to help handle everything. I mean, your goods, and make this one a successful one. So I would encourage members to support the union through this service, and as well benefit from this, because it's a free benefit from the union and also from the government of Ghana. So if we have this benefit, which will support the union. Why should we go for other services outside the union? So it's still in our hands to make it our own. Yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned a support from the government of Ghana. Is the government of Ghana in support of this shipping services, NUGS-CHINA shipping services?
The government of Ghana has been supporting this through the embassy in China. Has been supporting this. Yeah.
So how do they support?
From the previous years, they are always, just as I said, we are student-based. They support us with duty exemption because we are students returning to Ghana. We have graduated and we are returning, so they give us this benefit. And I think NUGS-CHINA is one of the institutions, or is the only institution outside Ghana benefiting from this. So it's a benefit that we have. So that's the kind of support the government gives to us, and they have been supporting the union shipments throughout. Yeah. So that's the support we have.
Okay. So I have a last question for you. Okay. So this question is from Tilly from Chanjo. She says, "Can I ship only old goose or new goose?" So can they buy new goods and ship or only old goods?
Yes, both are okay, especially electrical items. We wouldn't advise anyone or our members to be shipping most used electrical items like used fridges, used microwave and stuff. Because when it gets to the thermal port, during customs scanning, they will be detected and the whole container will come down.
Okay.
You get it? Yeah. So there are some items it should be used, and there are some items it should be new.
Okay.
Yeah, we will update you during the orientation.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that. Mr. Vice President, please, any advice for members?
Hello.
Hello, Dr. Sakia. We can hear you now.
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, any advice for members?
Yes, please. So I would advise our members to take advantage of this year's NUGS shipping so that we can be able to do well next time, because our involvement will help next year's shipping process. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that.
And pay your dues.
Okay.
Enjoy this so that next year can be better.
All right. Thank you very much. Dr. Sakia, any advice for members and our listeners?
Yes. My advice is that, as I said it during my introduction, like the shipping hasn't had the advantage like the welfare committee, in which a special amount has been allocated.
Okay.
So my advice is that members should patronize more, and when NEC or Senate or the union see these great improvements, and especially in their dues payment, if we have enough money, it means that we can allocate funds to the shipping committee to pre-finance shipment, and members would enjoy. So that is my advice to the union and members, that they should get involved and then keep the shipping very active and effective.
Okay, thank you very much. Chair, please, in 30 seconds, you kept mentioning Sunday orientation. So in 30 seconds, kindly talk about the orientation, and if somebody wants to contact the shipping committee, you can drop any contacts.
Okay. On Sunday, we'll be updating members. Officially, I would like to also thank you for the platform you've given us. So it's more like a continuation of what we have started here. So Sunday, we'll be going into details, especially with the tax that we'll be using, and also how we should be packaging our items and how our items will be handled at the warehouse and how the payment scheme will go. So Sunday, the details will be given and also the policy binding this whole shipment. So Sunday will go in details with regards to these items I just mentioned. So I would like to invite members to also come on board so that we can go through together. Yeah. So the Sunday basically this is what we are going to do.
Where will it be? Will it be on Zoom or?
Yeah, it will be on Zoom. Yeah, so if any member has a question, perhaps maybe that question would be answered on Sunday. Or if you still have some question, you can ask this on the page or contact the secretary, that is Miss Eva. I think most of us on the page they know her. So contact Miss Eva, who communicates everything to us. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Osei, Mr. Tete, and Dr. Asakia for the show. We are much grateful, and we believe our listeners, you've been informed and you will take advantage of this year's NUGS-CHINA shipping. For further inquiry, as our chair said, you can contact the shipping committee secretary, or you can contact any of the national executive committee, or you can join the WeChat platform that has been created for this year's shipping. A special good evening to our national president, Mr. Osei, Stephen Osei-Appiah, and all the NEC members for supporting us, and to our guest, Mr. Tete, our national vice president, Mr. Osei, shipping committee chair, and Dr. Asakia. Thank you very much for educating us on the NUGS-CHINA shipping today. Thank you very much, and a special thanks to my producers, Mr. Stephen Adedanso and Dr. Evans Opoku Mensah, and the radio manager, Mr. Vendish Eninkweku. Thank you very much for making this show a reality, and shout out to everyone who has been a great support to this show. Special thanks to our listeners for always spending your precious time with us every Thursday. We are much grateful for your massive support. Until next time, remember to stay curious, stay informed, and continue exploring the world of NUGS-CHINA, because NUGS-CHINA has amazing things for you. My name is Francis Carbo. I have been your host. See you next week, same time, same day. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Arise, gather youth for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. Arise, gather youth for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. We are all equal. We are all equal. We are all equal in building a motherland. We are all equal. We are all equal. We are all equal in building a motherland.
To Candid Africa, truthful and unapologetic.
There is a new African in the world. That new African is ready